Yeah, sorry about the delay. So today's Kavi, it is part of page number 502 and the poem number is 1328. தொண்டில் உயர்வு தாழ்வு வேண்டாம். அருள்துறையில் சத்சங்கம் நடைபெறுவதென்றால் அவரவர்கள் இயன்றவரை தொண்டாற்ற வேண்டும். பொருளுடையோர் பொருள் தரலாம். அவர் விரும்பும் அளவில் பொது சொத்தை. அருள்நாட்டம் கொண்டவர்கட்கெல்லாம் அருள் மனத்தால் ஒருவர் பிறரை அடக்கியாலும் ஏற்றத்தாழ்வெதுவும் சத்சங்கற்கு ஒவ்வா. உருள் உலகில் உருண்ட சங்கம் ஆயிரமாம் உட்பகையால் உண்மை கண்டு நல்லனவே செய்வோம். Let me share my understanding on this Kavi. So in this Kavi, as we all understand, Maharishi is talking about the services, and when we do the services, we shouldn't be looking at who is better than the other. So Maharishi is basically starting with the saying that everyone has to do whatever they could to serve this world. People who can give materialistic help. It could be anything. It could be something which can basically take part in the service. It could be money, or it could be something else, or people who don't have money to offer, they can also participate in the service by sharing their knowledge, or they can take part in any of the other support activities as part of the service. And Magan is saying nobody is in control and try to take charge and try to rule the others. So we should not be doing such things as part of the service. Service is basically something that can only happen if we understand each other and respect each other. And Guru is also quoting that there are a lot of service organizations which has become non-existent by the internal disputes and conflicts between the members of the service organization. So he says, realize this and work together to do a better service as an organization for the benefit of the people and the society. This is my understanding. Thank you. I think we have Ramya Amma. Let us invite Ramya Amma to share the thought quickly.
Thank you, Aya. Be blessed by the divine. A noble thought from Blossoms of Life. Where is God? Even people who talked about the omnipresent nature of God have failed to realize his presence within the human minds. Yes, that is where he is, within the mind of the individuals, collectively, and not as a separate entity. Overwhelming desires, greed, and attachments, however, make it seem he exists elsewhere that rather than with the human mind. Greed and mounting desires take him away, far beyond the reach of the mind. It is easy to work out one's distance from God. Make a list of all your desires. God is that far away from you, and increasing desires take him further and further away. His presence becomes evident when desires are overcome and contentment begins to rule the mind. Mounting desires take up every moment of our lives, planning, executing, and consummating. There seems to be time for little else. Analyzing and overcoming the desires is easy. It leads to contentment and peace, and that is where one can find God. I would like to share my view. Where is God? கடவுள் எங்கே இருக்கிறார்? Maharishi raised a question. Do you think God somewhere? No. God within us. God is living as ourselves. Why we feel more distance between God and us? Because of our desires. We attach to a lot of things. That's why we think God is far away from us. Do we want to measure the distance between God and us? We should write our desires one by one, and that is the distance between God and us. So if we want to reach the God, we should do moralization of our desires. If we add more desires, then we just try to achieve our desires only. So, whenever desires are moralized, our mind would be in peaceful state, completion, and God will be there. Thank you, Aya. Be blessed by the divine.
Thank you, Amma. Thank you for the nice explanation. Manage the desires well enough that we get closer to the God. Thank you, Amma. Let us all bless our. Sorry, one moment.